So guys, before we get started, don't forget we do have that amazing discount code thanks to Tier 0 Games going on right now. And all you have to do is put in ZWGames5 to get 5% discount on your total order at tier0games.com. The links will be in the description below. What's up YouTube, Dad here from Fluffal Games, and I am bringing you today two free card Fright Fur Fluffal first turn combos that you can do during Master Rule 5. So this is literally a week away, or not even that, like a few days away from hitting Master Rule 5. And you can do these combos quite straightforward and simple, and it locks your opponent out of the extra deck and then allows you to OTK. Now the first combo I'm going to show you takes 4 summons, so it dodges Nibiru. The second combo is thanks to Raw Sangan on YouTube. This one puts you in Nibiru territory, but it's a little bit more consistent in a sense that it lets you get directly to your cards. So the cards you need to open up in order to do the first combo is Fluffal Dog, Edge Imp Chain, and then 1 extender. So you can either open up directly your sheep, or you can open up something like Penguin. It doesn't really matter which one you go. So then what you do is you normal summon your Penguin or your extender. That then allows you to get your dog. The dog then searches you out the bear. You then discard the bear to set yourself the toy vendor. Then activate toy vendor, send in chain. Now it doesn't matter what you mill off of this, as long as you don't mill the Buster Dragon, you'll be absolutely fine and the combo's still good to go. So all you really need to do off of this one, off of the chain, is you search directly out your Fright Fur Fusion. You then link your Penguin and your dog together, and you go into your Union Carrier because they are both fairies. You then activate your Fright Fur Fusion, and then you have 2 targets on the Fright Fur Fusion. You can either go into the Fright Fur Sheep for damage protection, or you go into Dangerous Fright Fur Mary. Mary just gives you a bit more protection, but it does require you to banish more materials from the graveyard. So you'd activate the Fright Fur Fusion, banishing your chain, the dog, and the penguin, and you're going to go into the dangerous just because I think it's a little bit better. So you can go for a 3k defender, or you can go for a 3k attacker, because once you use Union Carrier's effect to target this as it is dark and equipped it with the Buster Dragon, it becomes 3k. The sheep will be 3k as well. This just gives itself a bit of protection on top of it. So that only required 4 summons, the 1, 2, 3 and 4. And that kind of gives you out in the Nibiru territory, locks your opponent out of the extra deck, gives you a nice 3k Dangerous Fright Fur Mary on the board as well, plus a Union Carrier. And then if it's from your opening hand, you still have 2 more cards to play around with, not to mention the top deck you're going to have as well. So that's combo 1. Combo 2, this one comes directly from Raw Sangan. It's a little bit more consistent in the sense, well, it requires the same cards, it just doesn't require the extender. So what you need on this one is you need your Fluffal Dog again, your Edge Imp Chain, and then any Fluffal monster. You're literally just going to use this as fusion material, so it can be absolutely any Fluffal monster you want. You normal summon the dog, dog searches you out bear again, use bear's effect, set the vendor, activate vendor, discard the chain, and this time, this is where it changes. It doesn't matter what you get off of the vendor again, but this time you search out your patchwork. You then activate your patchwork, you search yourself out your polymerization, and you search yourself out your Edge Imp Sabers. You then activate your polymerization using the Fluffal in hand and the Edge Imp Sabers. And you go into your Fright Fur Tiger. Fright Fur Tiger's effect targets the vendor and pops the vendor, searching you out your Fluffal Sheep. You special your Fluffal Sheep, returning dog to the hand. So you now got 1 card left in the hand, and this special summons the chain. You then link Fright Fur Tiger and your sheep together to affect monsters to make your Predator Plant, Vertex, Anaconda. You then, using Edge Imp Saber's effect in the graveyard, put the dog back onto the top of the deck and special summon this. As they are both dark and both fiend, you link these 2 together and you go into your Union Carrier. After you've done all of your summons, you pay 2,000 life points for Vertex Anaconda, and you send from your deck to the graveyard your Fright Fur Fusion, applying its effect to banish from the graveyard. So this one lets you banish your Fright Fur Tiger, and then 2 other monsters. So we're going to go with Sheep, and we'll go with Penguin on this one. Not to mention that if Penguin was the monster you had in your hand, you do get the draw 2 and ditch 1. So after you've banished those materials, you then get to special summon out your Fright Fur Sabretooth. You can go into defense, or you can go into attack. Yeah, it doesn't even need to go there. It can go there, there, or there, because we're now under Master Rule 5. You then use Union Carrier's effect to attach a Dark or a Fiend from deck. We're going to go with the Dragon and with the Dark. Link into Sabertooth. Sabertooth then becomes 34 and it locks your opponent out of the extra deck. Now obviously on the pros of gaining an extra 400 through his own effect and 400 of his own effect, so an 800 boost attack in general, and then it can't be destroyed by battle or card effect, so it gives itself its own bit of protection. And the cost of 2,000 life points, you've got a bit more of a barrier to protect yourself and protect from the extra deck. On the downside, it does mean that this is a bit susceptible as it is only 500 attack, and so is this at 1,000, but it does give you a nice, stronger monster as well. On the flip side, if you go with the other one, you have a weaker monster on board by about 800 less attack, but it can't be it can protect itself from targeting. So it really depends on which route you prefer to go to. And that is it. Very short, sweet and simple. You can do the second combo a little bit less, so rather than having to go through Verte Anaconda, you can just go straight into Union Carrier. But in order to do that, you do actually have to open up the Frightfur Fusion. So the only reason you go into Verte Anaconda is to guarantee this. If you play this at more, or you're able to search this out, or you open up Patchwork already, then you search this off of your chains, and it just means that the combos, it still runs into Nibiru territory, but it means you don't have to overextend as much and you don't have to pay the 2,000 life points. And that is it for 2 quick, short, sweet, simple, 3 card combos, 4 Fluffals in Master Rule 5 that can help you lock your opponent out of the extra deck. So, you know, short, sweet, simple and easy, and hopefully this will get you a couple of wins, because the idea is you lock your opponent out of the extra deck, and then worst case scenario, what you can do is you can special summon the Buster Dragon, and if you put Synchros in, you could start Synchroing up. I'm not saying you would, but that does give you an option. Otherwise, you sit on your Sabertooth. If you open up any of the polys, anything else to extend, you've got 2 additional cards in your hand. You're just pretty much going from game from there on. And if you really wanted to, you could use Verte Anaconda's effect. If you play 2 of this, to send a second one, as long as you've got the materials in the graveyard, you could actually banish more and go a little bit further as well. Anyway, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, share. Same rules as the last one. If this one gets 50 likes, I will chuck the profile out for you guys instantly so you can see it and let me know. Otherwise, the profile will be up in a few days' time. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, share, and as always, guys, happy dueling.